Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes,
Loud,
Paula.
loud and clear.
Hi, I'm
Hi.
back.
Hi. We are starting in the next 2 minutes, please. Just be patient.
Yes.
Right.
All right. So I think we are now live. I was doing the live session so that at least our participants who are also viewing us on Facebook can be able to join the session. So welcome everyone. Thank you for joining. My name is Ruth Kaveke. I'm super excited to be attending this session today. So today is a session for Nairobi region, Nairobi and Lamu and Nakuru. So we are very excited to have you here today. So I would like to introduce our facilitator, Joab Kose, who I think you met. Actually, if you did not attend our session last week, he'll be new to you, but if you attended the session last week on cybersecurity, it's someone that you have interacted with. So Job Kose is a cybersecurity expert and is very passionate about sharing his skills and knowledge with the community. So I take this time to welcome Joab. Joab, karibu.
Asante sana. Thank you guys for yet again another session this afternoon. This will be more of like, like a demo, like doing some stuff. And again, this is just for educational purpose, okay? So whatever we do here, like just take it's like, it's for learning. We're gonna be talking about like passwords, like the need, how passwords are stored, the need to have stronger passwords, and how you can, generate stronger passwords for like whoever you're using, like for different accounts or like for whatever they use. So that having been said, I think it's good to get started. So my name is Joab, as Ruth did introduce. I'm a cybersecurity expert. I do incident response, do training, security research, and so. So in this session, we're gonna just give a demo how to use some of the tools. In this case, hashcard to crack passwords. The goal of this is to make you realize passwords can be cracked. You need to have stronger passwords. And the end goal is to just try to trigger that interest in you so that if you want to join cybersecurity, then we can help you. So let's start with passwords. So we know passwords are used for authentication. Like if you have,
Hello,
most of us like.
Hello.
Excuse me?
So, yes. Sorry about that. So the session today for Nairobi and Lamu and Nakuru, they're supposed to same session as the session we had in the morning.
Oh.
Yes. So I think for today's activity, I think you'd schedule it for Saturday because these are different group as well.
Oh, nice. So we are, sorry for that confusion. So the same,
Yeah.
okay.
These are
I'm sorry for that, guys. So at least you guys get like an entice for like, that like a taser for
Really
what is
alert.
happening for. Yeah, so that's good. I'll just like switch that really quick.
Okay.
Thank you for letting me know that. I'm
Alright.
sorry, guys. I'll do that really quick, just in a sec. Okay. All right, so okay, so I'm gonna share with you guys, this is another system I'm using. So just before I share that. Mm. Okay, just a minute. Mm. Gives me the okay. And I will share this with you in a minute. Okay, so I will share this with that. Okay, so I hope like you guys can see my screen, right?
Yes. I can see it.
Awesome. So sorry for that. Sorry for that. Okay. So I did introduce myself. I'll just do like reintroduction of the topic. So today, this session we're gonna get like a walkthrough of some of the resources we can use to free resources we can use when you want to go into cybersecurity. So this will give you heads up, like to get on your feet with freely available resources which you can use for like anytime, wherever you want, so long as you have internet connection. So in this, like last time, if you guys remember, we did talk like some of the resources we can use to get some information, and I did mention like conferences. So I just want to go like deeper into that, so that like when I talk of getting information from conferences, what exactly do I mean? So let's go. So in the conferences, I'm breaking this one into three. There are so many conferences going, like taking place globally, but I'll just take the top three: DEF CON, Black Hat, and RSA. So let's look at DEF CON and see like what kind of resources we can get. So DEF CON. So DEF CON normally takes place in Las Vegas like every year, except like, last year and this year they're doing like virtual conferences because of the COVID. But like whenever people go there physically, people go do, like people travel from every part of the world and they do their presentations. Like some people just go like, to network with people, to know like what people are working on. And every year after the conference ends, they put all the resources together. And this is their website. I think the home should look different. Home DEF CON. Yeah. The home. Really? Mm-hmm. DEFCON.org. Yeah, so this is how like the home page looks like. They have like you can get involved if you want. They have like forums and stuff like that. You can get educated if you are like some resources there. You can start from here. There's so many. So the next DEF CON, this would be like the 29th DEF CON. They started like from DEF CON 1. So every year, so that means right now it's like 29 years of the conference, and they bring people like very talented people, always like every time with good like new products, and most of the security tools and resources are always revealed at DEF CON. So let's look at some of the resources we can get from DEF CON. So this is DEF CON 1, goes all the way to DEF CON 28. Yeah, this was last year. So this year will be DEF CON 29. And then they have like DEF CON China and stuff like that. So if we look at DEF CON, like this is last year DEF CON, they put all the resources here. So they have like the CTF, they have the contests, they have like demo labs. They play music during the activities. They have like presentations and stuff like that. They have different villages like blue teaming, red teaming, the car hacking village. So if you get to this website, you can, let's see like some of the presentations they have. Okay, presentations. And if you look at this, they are like in form of, they have PDF, some are like PowerPoint, like this one is a PowerPoint, let's see. Yes. And they have, so based on like what you want, you're interested in, you can just like go like, navigate through the website and so like this one look interesting, like ATM exploitation PDF. I think it's downloaded and it's downloading. Really?
Yes, Job, everything okay?
Just I mean, I don't like. Just a minute.
Okay.
Okay. So that should be. So let's see what we have with the RSS feed. Okay, this weird. Let me just try to fix something here really quick. Okay, so let's look at RSA. I'll come back to DEFCON in a short. Okay. So RSA is another RSA conference. Okay, so this is another conference that people attend every year, and after every presentation, they post all their resources here. So I'll just take a look at some of the resources we can find from here. We have the community resources, and if you go
You can see the screen.
you can't see the screen.
Yeah, I think you haven't shared.
Yes, I mean.
One, two.
Can you see my screen now?
Very clear. Yes, now we can see it.
Okay, sorry for that, Lee. So this is RSA conference, and this is like a platform for people to share, like, security researches and projects that they're working on. So this is just like, I'll just take you back to homepage and then get back. So if you get to the homepage, RSA, if you go to about, you'll find like they have some thing with the community resources. So this is where they put most of the information they want the community to access. And they give you like the host, resource name, description, and the link where to find that. So let's say like you're interested with the cyber threat coalition, and this involve like, chatbot, block list, threat, advisories and stuff like that. And then if you click the link, you'll get to so you see like this is like they give you like option to join their Slack. You can download the block list, you can read threat advisory, you can check upcoming events. So this is one way of getting like, resources. Let's see if we want to read the threat advisory. So they have like a list like weekly threat weekly threat advisory, domain trends. All these are for free. Like, you know, they have like the research and mitigation strategies and so many things. So that's just like one way you can get resources from the conferences. Let's look if you can get like another program. They have cyber safety boot camps, open source tools. Let's see what they have with the open source tools. So if you get to the open source tool, you get like, they put the tool like, let's see, AES Crypt. This one you can use like for encryption and stuff. They have the project page, documentation, community discussion. You can be part of that, and other session. And you can download this, like use it. It's open source, it's free. They have like so many tools you can use, like Atomic Red Team. This is for red teaming. Autopsy is used for, like, you know, digital forensics. If you have to do analysis of a disk image which was captured. We have so many tools they just put here for free. Kane. This is a computer aided investigative environment. Caldera. So yeah, like these are free tools. You download them and there is no attachment whatsoever. So this is just one way of getting, like, you know, free resources from conferences. You don't need to attend like in person. You can just go to their website and just navigate through the resource tabs and find something that works for you. Let's look at what else. Black Hat. Black Hat is also one of those big security conferences, and, like, you know, take place across the globe. So I like the way they do their documentation. They arrange the resources in a way that helps to navigate. So they have training arsenal. These are like the tools, the incoming summits. I want to get something. So if you go to the archives under the briefing, so they arrange this based on the location. So they have Black Hat USA, Europe, Asia, DC, Abu Dhabi, Windows, and stuff like that. So if you're interested, you want to get like some resources from the past events in the US or like in Europe. So they also arrange them like with ESO since 2000 in Europe, and in the US since 1997. So all these resources since 1997 to last year, you can access them. So let's say you want to go like back to 2018 in the US conference. I'm using a VM virtual machine for this. So I think that's why it kind of like, you know, taking some time to load. I'll just do some really quick check out like HTML. Okay, so this is like, you know, part of the, this is 2018 conference, all the resources, like you can get all the sessions that took place. You get like, you know, their program lineup, speakers who spoke that day, if you want like 25 minutes briefing or 50 minutes briefing. But the cool thing is like below that, they give you a way to filter like the exact thing you want. Like, so if you want something to do with exploit development, or you want something to do with cryptography, network defense, or mobile or malware, you just like it. So if I click like, let's say reverse engineering, And then that filters, and everything that I see here is related to reverse engineering. And then I can like, go through this and see like something that sounds let's look at something here, one of those. Oh, this sounds like, reverse engineering, Windows Defender antivirus. So let's check out this. So if we look at this, we get like a brief summary of the session. We get to know like who did the presentation. We told it it was Alexei Bulazel, who is a security researcher. And we can access the slide for the presentation here. So let's see. And that should be downloading. Let's start download. We can look for something else. So this is just a way you can navigate and find like, resources you want from these conferences. You can get like, they have like trainings, some which are paid, some are free. They have briefings, the keynote, arsenal. This like, sometimes they call for tools, and people coming with new tools, they call for people to do a presentation in a demo. So you can get the schedule for anything like, the community, you can get involved with the community here, I think. Community track, there's a way you can. And of course, look, they have dark reading. So dark reading is an article like they deal with security, security topics. And dark reading. So if we go through that, this weird is taking. Yeah, so dark reading is this is like a security article. Every day, anything, any trend, anything that's happening in the world of security, you will find it in this article. So they have like people writing articles on different topics, and you can like, get like database security, cloud, endpoint, on different topics arranged in very good order. So these are some of the resources you can like, look for. Attack and breaches, you can get like all the articles that relate to attacks and breaches from the dark. Like here you see people talk about different things at attack, hosting internet service providers, credentials show that abuse happens in multiple phases. So these are just like some of the sources you can use. I think like for dark reading you need like some sort of membership. They have membership for like free membership for students, I think, as well. So let's see what we downloaded from Black Hat. So this was a presentation which was done in 2018 by Alexei Boulay. This was Black Hat 2018. And if you go through this, like, about him, and they will always give like a way to reach out. So this is like their Twitter handle. So if you get this, you can like just reach out to them if you have any question based on the presentation they made. And then the presentation they made, like, this was talking about like reverse engineering of Windows and Windows Defender and antivirus. So these resources are like, they're just put in the public domain for people to use. Yes. So I'll just close that and see if we can get like DEF CON. Yes, so DEF CON. So you can get involved with DEF CON. We can go to the resources. So if you go to the resources page, We can go to media and cyber. Forums. Well, okay, let's see DEFCON like DEFCON 27. This was into I don't know what's wrong with that. 21. Okay, I will just bypass DEFCON, but you can get the resources the same way we have seen with the Black Hat and RSA. And you get like, you get like write-ups, open source tools. You get like a way to maybe reach out for the people who are doing the presentation. So that was like on conferences. And the next thing I want to look at is like, some resources you can use to practice and do stuff. And I have like 4 of them here. These are platforms which allow you to get your, hands dirty, make mistakes, and learn from that. So we'll start with Over the Wire. Over the Wire. So this platform is learning in form of a game. Like you need to go as far as you can, and in the process, you're learning you're learning a lot of stuff. So all these are challenges like in games. So we'll start with the bandit. So as you can see here, they have like level 0 to level 34, and the goal is to go as far as you can. So level 0 will be like like basic, like just basic concept, and the more you go down deeper, the more the challenges get tougher, and you need to learn one good thing, each level they give you like at least hint of what you supposed to do. So if you go like level 0, so they tell you like the goal of this level is for you to log into the game using SSH. So the goal here is to learn how to use SSH to access like a remote host. I can do a demo on that. So okay, so I will SSH to this machine. They have given us to connect to that domain. They've given us the port. They've given us the username and the password for the initial level. So let's see how to SSH on that. So we'll SSH on username, which is bandit0 at the domain, which is bandit.labs.overthewire.org, and then the port, which is 220. And then that should ask for password, and they told us the password is bandit0, so the password should be bandit0. And if that's right, then we should be in. So as you can see, we have accessed this machine remotely using the SSH. That's a secure socket. So every communication that I'm making right now with that machine is securely, is encrypted. So what are we supposed to get from this level? So in the next level, they tell you that the password for the next level is stored in a file called README, located in the home directory. So we need to check like, where is our working directory? Is there anything in here? And there we go, we have the README file. So inside this file, we should get the password for the next level. So how do we get that? We just cut that, and we should be boom, we have the password. So this should be the password for the next. I'll just do something like now. I like doing documenting stuff. So this is level 0 to level 1, and the password is that. And then we're gonna have level 1 to say level 2, and we're supposed to get the password for that. So this is just a demo. So we have that. So to move the next level, we're supposed to use this password. How do we do that? The next level, the username will be bandit2. So let's go to this level, and the password to the next level is stored in a code. So we need to access this before we go to the next level. So we go back to level 0 to 1. So let's see. So I'll just open another tab and do SSH, and this should be bandit1 at over the wire. No, at bandit labs.over the wire.org, and the port is the same that we use. The only difference is the username and the password. So if we give the right password, we should be this. Then we should be good. And there we go. So you can see like now we are logged in as like this user is bandit1. If we look at the first one, this was 0. So we are moving from one level to another. So if we get to this level now, there is another task that we're supposed to perform. So they say the password for the next level is stored in a file called dash located in the home directory. But before we get that, there's something here that can help. They say like helpful reading. They give you the commands you can use at this level. So ls is to list, cd is to change directory, cat is to like to show like files over in a given file. File command is to show the type of a file and so forth. And they give you like you can Google like dashed file name. So this means we are dealing with a file name which has special characters. So let's see about that. So here we are. So we are at the bandit1, and let's list directory. We see there's a file, and this file is strange because it's using special characters. So how do we open that? I mean, that's like where you if you don't know how to do that, that's where like you start Googling stuff, and as you do that, you're learning. But to save the time, I'll just open it, something like that. That's how we open files with special characters. And there we go. We have our flag, and that we copy and we put it here. So we are moving. So you can go this level the way down. So the more you go down, the harder the challenges are becoming, and that's the more you learn. So that's just a demo. So this platform gives you opportunity to learn like how to deal with the Linux commands, file system and stuff, how to move from one directory to another. These are very basic skills, but like very like fundamental, like when you're dealing with stuff, whether like you're in IT, computer science, whatever you do, like you need to understand the Linux environment, how to work with that. Yeah, that's just like one demo, like something you can use at your free time to play around with. Yeah, the next platform that I will talk about is Try Hack Me. This is another. Oh, sorry. Try Hack Me. So this platform gives you the room to learn. And again, as I said, everything here is free, unless if you want to go like, you want to go premium and pay like, get like special, those advanced level. So as you can see, like there's several modules here you can learn for free. So we have like Linux fundamentals, networking fundamentals, web hacking, cryptography, Windows fundamentals, shells and privilege escalation, basic computer exploitation, threat and vulnerability management, security operation and monitoring. This is like to do with the SOC, malware analysis, incident response and forensics, threat emulation. And they give you like, like pathway, which path do you want to go? Do you want to go like, cyber defense? You want to like, you're like a complete beginner. You want to start from like super beginner level. You can take this pathway. If you want to go like the offensive way, if you tend to take like a test, or you want to go like web fundamentals, the networking. So this is super cool, like for people who are interested, like to start from somewhere. And once you feel like you understand the concept, and then the platform gives you the room to compete with other people, like in challenges like CTFs, and some other challenges. In the rooms, you can like, take your pathway as well. Like you can stick with the web. I know like most of people in this group, like, this session, most of you are programmers, like web developers and stuff. So web security would be like a good place to start with. You can do Windows security, you can do forensics, reverse engineering, networking, cryptography, Linux, or like other topics. So all these are here for free. You can go like for like, there's so many resources still here. So yeah, so that's like, try hack me. So you get to learn, you get to compete, you get to make teams, like, you can team up with other people who are like, struggling with some other thing, and learn together as you try to solve those problems together. The next platform I look into is Hack the Box, hackthebox.eu. So again, this is kind of like high level compared to Try Hack Me, in that you don't just create like account. You need to create, in order to create your account to join, you need to hack yourself in. So that's something that once you get in, like at least it shows you have some interest. So you can either go as an individual, university, group, or something like that. And they have so many resources, like, labs, their career pathways, like, they have machines and challenges. They have like so many resources which are good, like for learning. So, and they have like academy, which will look like, in just in a few. So since I say like you need to hack yourself to get in, I will just log in with my account and like just take you guys through what is happening inside. So once you get in, you have like, you can connect to the machines using VPN. They will give you a VPN and inside device you have on your computer. I will show you how to do that in a few. And there are machines you can play around with, try to hack their challenges. And then for these pro labs, these are the ones you pay for. Anything else is just free. These pro labs are the ones you can pay, like, on monthly basis. So let's see like some of the machines. So if you look at the machines, so all these machines, as you can see here, are for you to play around with. This is the name of the machine, the difficulty level. So the more rare it is the more difficult it is, based on like how people rate them once they capture the flag. Before you can get to, I mean, you can see the details of the machine by just clicking, let's say, the passage. So if I click that, it will give me the information about the machine. So we know this is the IP address of the machine, the person who created, like the author of the machine. It gives you all the real life CVE, CTF, like, and then if you want to connect this machine, you need to connect to a VPN. So how do we do that? So to connect with the VPN, you will come to connection, to the access. And when you get here, you're supposed to download this VPN.ovpn. So this is OpenVPN. And this one will give you access to the machine. So I already have that. So I will just go to download and see. So I already have that for me. Sure, so I'll just do like connect with that and VPN, and then and this will connect me. It's completed, so I'm connected. So that means right now I can go to the machines. Where are the machines? So we have the machines, all machines, and we were checking out the passage, right? So right now I can like play around with this machine. Let's see what we can do with the machine. I'll just do another. First of all, we need to know like if we can reach that machine. It's supposed to be 10 and then 206. Okay. And there we go. So I can reach this machine, I can ping it. That's really good sign. So what else can I do with the machine? I can scan it. So let's say I wanna map it, do something like just play around with stuff here, get stuff, and then I will go on that machine 206. And then I wanna see like every progress variables will go. So this will scan the machine, and from this we will see like, okay, so these are the open ports, this is the make of the machine and stuff like that. Based on that, we can start like, we get like a starting point of what to do with the machine in order to get in. So that's just, that's a very good platform for like, if you're interested. Another thing here is like, if you're not interested in like, this kind of intrusion, you can get, if you're working, like if you don't have internet access full time, you can just download the challenges. You'll come to challenges here. And if the challenges, so we have like a lot. We have forensics, cryptography, steganography, reverse engineering, open source, hardware, everything. So let's say I want to download what? Let's say like forensics. So under forensics, there are several challenges, and with the point, so if you solve one, you get the point. So the first one like has 40 points, you see all these. So if we look, for instance, if I expand this, they give you the challenge. So in this case, they tell you like a suspicious traffic was detected from a recruiter's virtual PC, and a memory dump of the offending VM was captured before it was removed from the network for imaging and analysis. So our recruiter mentioned he received an email from someone regarding their resume. A copy of the email was recovered and is provided for reference. So the task is find and decode the source of the malware to find the flag. So with this, you have the instructions. This is like a zip file. They give you like a password to unzip it, and you also have like the hash to make sure like you are dealing with the exact file. So once you download it, you can hash it and compare the hash. This is SHA-256, and you can download this and work with it on like offline. So basically, that's like about hack the boxes. And our scan I'll just expand this. So you see like our scan, we have some information about the machine we scan. So our machine was 10.10.10.206, and we have several ports open. So we have SSH port, which is port 22. And this gives us like, the machine is running in Ubuntu Linux. We have a lot of stuff going on here, which will reveal some information as we go through, like, if you are interested in that machine. And then we also have the port 80, which is HTTP. So we have like, there's a web server somewhere, and this is Linux. So, and then at the bottom, we can get like some information about the OS if we give that option. So yeah, so that, like, that's how you play around with the hack the box. You can do like as much as you want, and there's so many resources. One good thing with this platform is not just like if you feel like this is kind of like super technical, you don't have the knowledge, the skills to get started, then they still got you. So let's see, Academy. So this is the same platform, but now this is Academy. This is learning, getting you, started from start. So you can log in, like you sign up, and then this is what they offer you. So network, enumeration, like, you can do all these. These are all for free. Active Directory, secure coding with JavaScript. They have like web requests and stuff like that. So these are free resources you can use when you feel like you want to get started. And then the next platform that I will look at is Hackers Arise. So this is Hackers Arise. Yeah, that's it. So this is a blog post, but they do post like, very good information, like, step by step process of doing something. So for instance, if you're doing like, reverse engineering, I think like you guys have heard of Ghidra. This is a reverse engineering open source tool. It was released by NSA to the public. So these people, like, if you go through this, they will take you through like how to use Ghidra, how to do like, decompile a given program, how to look at like, that process. And they have Python scripting, all these resources you can use for free. You just need to sign up, and then you access all these. So these resources are like, there for you. They have been like Anatomy of Ransomware, part 1. Cool. So yeah, so with this section, you get to access free platforms which allow you to practice, make mistakes, learn through them, and so forth. The next section that we will be looking at, like, other resources. So there's so many other resources you can use, like, whether it's videos, blogs, books, open source, like in the GitHub. So let's start with YouTube. In security, where can you get like, some of learning resources, like, videos and stuff? And in this case, I will use my YouTube, some of the channels I'm subscribed to. So let's see here. So I have a list of very good, like, channel. So let's see, like, Hackersploit. So if you go to their videos, they have like a lot of videos. Somebody was asking the last session, like, the role of AI in cybersecurity. They have getting started with malware analysis. All these, like, all these videos based on what you want, you can get started. Like, they explain, and they're very short videos. Like, and I think the longest one is like half an hour. 29 minutes, I think. These are very short, like 5, 6, 10 minutes videos. So they're not boring like so other videos which are very long, like 1 hour and stuff like that. They give you like, Linux essential for hackers, how to use Docker for pen testing. All these resources you can use for free. No payment, it's just you. And let's look, another one is IPsec, which is also a nice resource. They have like tons of videos. Sometimes they solve challenges in Hack the Box, and then they post the videos here. So you can go to Hack the Box if you get stuck, and then you go just back to this video, just watch like something and get an idea of what is going on. Rapid 7, I mean, sorry. Rapid 7, these are the guys who are like, they're from the offensive security. They're the ones who built like the NESAs, network scanner, like the vulnerability scanner. So they have like good resources here from their team, and just cool resources. So as you can see, like all these like really good resources, like Metasploit, this is one of the frameworks used like for exploitation. And they have videos here. We'll just take you through like, what kind of exploits to use, what payloads you need to use, how to create your own payloads, how to navigate through, the framework and stuff like that. So these are very accessible resources for you if you're interested in cybersecurity. So there's no excuse. The excuse is just like, no, if you want or no. So that's just for YouTube channels, like, as I show you, like, some of the channels you can subscribe. And then we have blogs. We have some wonderful people, like, they document everything they do, and they're trying to share that with other people who still, like, trying to get their feet in the field. So I did take like few of these, and I'll just go through really quick. So let's start with the DF. Okay. So this lady is doing amazing work, like the way she's putting everything together for people to be able to access information, in this blog. This is like a personal website, but it's very resourceful. She puts like some tools, free into training. So if you come like free training, you can get free training. But she is in digital forensics and in incident response. So most of the resources she puts like on the website are related to incident responding digital forensics. So you see all these, the way she organized them. So these are like core training categories. So general IT and cybersecurity, Linux, networking, programming, scripting. All these are free trainings. DFIR, this is digital forensics and incident response. All these resources, cloud, digital forensics, incident response, OSINT, CTFs, malware analysis and reverse engineering. And there are also like, one-time monthly trainings. And then there are like some other resources you can use. She also puts like, jobs on the website where you can find anything. I like the way she organizes and like she takes time to help other people. So this is another resource you can use, like, have them on the slide. So when I share the slide, you're just able to get them. There's this dude, Logan. Wait, Logan what? Logan Elliott. So we have So this guy also tries to, like, whenever he's working on a project, whether he's on Hack the Box, he do like a write-up. You see, like these write-ups, he takes you through everything he did, how he solved the problem. And if you go through that, you get to understand exactly, like, where to get started. So let's look like one of the write-ups. So this is like just a blog. So you see, like, the way he divides, like, target, exploitation, recon, whatever. And then he goes, like, step by step process. He gives you, like, the screenshot, like everything that he had, like, on his command terminal. And if you see this, you can just, like, if you're starting, you can just, like, do the exact thing that he did. And that will give you, like, some sort of motivation to keep going. So I suggest, like, you go through these personal blogs. If you're not like a reading kind of a person, you can go through the videos. So yeah. And then someone else I want to look into. Okay, we have Pons Alexander. So also, this is also like personal, kind of like a personal page. And I will go directly to resources. So he puts, like, a lot of resources for people to access here. So if you're into reverse engineering, he has like IDA Pro. IDA Pro is one of the like, tools which has been used for a long time in reverse engineering. And then he gives you, like, this is a free one. So you can get this one non-commercial, this tool for free. And then he takes you, like, through step by step, or, like, reverse engineering different architectures, and then manual, either Python plugins. And then here, like, some malware information, like when you do malware analysis, and this will take you to a GitHub and look at that. All this information and links you need if we are, like, interested in malware analysis. This will be, like, gold. So yeah, people share resources, like, just need to know where you want them. Look at this, all these analysis, learning, malware analysis cookbook, even DVD, mastering malware analysis, reverse engineering, practical malware analysis, practical reverse engineering, real digital forensics, rootkits and boot kits, the art of memory forensics, the IDA Pro book. All this you can access, like, if you play that, you will get there. So this is one way of getting, like, resources you need. You just need to know, like, so if I am interested in web application security, I will look for the content that relates to that field, and then go deep on that. If I'm interested in pen testing, like penetration testing, like, look here, all these resources. He takes you through every step. So penetration, like, intelligence gathering, threat modeling, vulnerability analysis, exploitation, post-exploitation, and then reporting. So clicking on each of these, you get, like, more info on exactly the process and everything, the way you put. This is the power of sharing information. So yeah, that's just, like, and the last, no, not the last, I have, like, another one. So Pond College is another source, which is free. This page is managed by a professor from Arizona State University. And he's, like, into binary analysis, like, reverse engineering. He has, like, a YouTube channel. He has, like, a Twitch channel, Dropbox, everything is here. You can just, like, you can even, like, add yourself to their team through their, they have, like, a public Google group. If you want to be, like, part of the group, their team, whatever they do. If you are on Twitch, Discord, if you want to practice, like, problems on their infrastructure, they even give you, like, email address to, if you have any comment, suggestion, and feedback, please email us. You can reach out to them. And then they take you like if you wanna do C programming, stuff, introduction, and then they have like, all the courses here. So these courses, they have slides. So let's look at the introduction one. So here they have like, computer architecture, assembly language, binary files, Linux, process loading and stuff. So let's say Linux process loading stuff. Here they have like a YouTube video, and this is he's a professor from Arizona State. He likes like giving to like sharing information with people in the community, something like that. And then at the same, if you don't want to watch the video, you can just click here and you'll get the slides for, just take you through everything, explanation, what they do. So these are really good resources to get you started. Last but not least, I want to look at EDX. So EDX is so this is a group of universities, like some of those big universities, and they offer like free learning tools and resources. So if you're interested in just getting the knowledge, you can have like, a course like from MIT, from Harvard, from Boston University, for free. If you're not interested in getting the certification, if you want to get certification in that course, then that's where you will have to pay something. So you can get like, they have a lot of resources here, like, data science, business, computer science, engineering, design. So let's say our topic is cybersecurity. So let's stick to that. So cybersecurity, and see what we get. So cybersecurity, so we have like, we have programs, 9 results, and then we have like 40 courses results. So we have like a cybersecurity at RIT, cybersecurity fundamentals at NYU. This is New York University. Essential cybersecurity from Washington, University of Washington. This is in DC. You have like fundamental of cybersecurity from IBM. And so let's pick one randomly. Let's say we are interested in this one from MIT. So if you go to that course, they do like the breakdown, what you will learn, the professors who are like, giving that course. And look at this. So this is like a 4-week, this is the 4 weeks course, and it will require you to like, learn at least 3 to 5 hours per week. Price is free. It's free if you want to just get the knowledge, like, but if you want to get like, once you're done, you want to get like a certificate or something like that, then that's where like, you can pay this $100, which is not a must. Like if you're not interested in getting the certificate, then you can just access all these courses for free, any course you want. So yeah, this is one of those like, resources you get if you are interested like in anything you want to learn. Just know where to get the information. Well, so before I proceed, like I got the next, Ruth, do we have like any question? Like if somebody has anything just to ask, I will be happy to answer before I proceed the next slide.
Oh yeah, sure. Anyone here with a question? Maybe you feel at some point you are not able to understand anything. Please, you can feel free to unmute yourself and ask, or you can share it on the chat.
The question is about the conference, which is in Las Vegas. So how often do you go to that conference for cybersecurity?
So these conferences, these are yearly conferences. They take place like once every year. For instance, DEF CON takes place, DEF CON, like right now they are having other branches somewhere like in in China and stuff like that. But it takes in the US, they do it like once every around August, like the month of August. It's like the whole week. Um, uh, Blackout also does the same. Las Vegas is like the place like most of the security conferences take place. RSA, they have like outside, like they have some other in Asia, in Europe. Yeah, so have gone just to one of them, like DEF CON. I've just gone once. It is amazing. Like when you go there, you see people do that. But last year and this year, because of the COVID, they do it online. They have like online session. You see people doing presentation, and sometimes they give you, if you're interested, they can give you like free voucher to attend. Um, One thing that I'll say, going there is one thing, but in terms of getting the content, because everything they do for the presentation, by the end of the day, they will put it like in their website, somewhere in the archive, so you can still access. So you don't necessarily need to go in person because it's very expensive. They charge a lot of money, and then staying in that city for like that week, Las Vegas is very expensive. So yeah, um, you don't have to go if you can't afford to go. If you can go, well, like, it's lifetime experience. Like, you meet people, you get to talk like with people, you share contacts, you create network. So yeah, I don't know if that answers the question.
Yeah, so
Thank you so much, Joab. And Margaret says, no question for now, just amazed writing down at all these free resources. Yeah, so it's very good for you, Margaret, to share this feedback. And remember, Joab will share this presentation, and we are going to share it after the end of the session on the WhatsApp group. And if you're not on the WhatsApp group, you can send me your email. We can email them to you. Yeah, so I think it's a great opportunity. Keep learning, taking notes, even as a trained, self-trained web developer. Just the resources that Job has shared are enough for you to be able to venture in cybersecurity, learn, and even secure a job for yourself. Yeah, so thank you so much, Job, for being able to share this. I think you can now proceed.
Awesome. Okay, so we have looked like, we have looked at like how to get like all these resources from different like, channels, various like, sources. Um, but now we want to get like, get like a job. Once you learn, you get interest, you start like, your niche. I mean, to say you choose to go um, to dive into web application security. So you're looking for like, you need to get like a job, something like that. Um, with hiring, like most of the recruiters and HR, they look for something to prove that you can actually do what you say, or you think you can do. And how do they do that? They will ask for like, do you have any certifications in web application security? Um, so yeah, so that's like the next, this slide is all about like, once you get all these skills, resources, you learn and you develop like interest in something. By the end of the day, you want to start like getting certified on a given field. So I just put some of the bodies which offer certifications, and we just like go through this and look like. So we'll start with the SANS. Okay, so SANS. So SANS is a recognized institute, like it's a US based. They offer like certifications on security related trainings. They also have like free resources here if you go to their website. So free resources like almost everywhere. They have like white papers. White papers are like, these are like POC, proof of concepts. Somebody has like, idea of something, trying to prove something. So they write white papers, their blogs, newsletters, they have webcasts, and then they have free tools somewhere. Do they have free tools? Okay. Yeah, free tools here. So let's see what kind of tools they have. Used tools, okay. IPv6, IPv4 conversion and analysis. Suspicious domains, you can use this tool like now, detect any suspicious domain for project, GDI scan. So they're like some really good tools here. These are free tools they give, and they give you option like you can join their Slack. That means you can talk like this forum, like they have like a community. If you join the Slack, you join like other people, and you can like ask questions, share ideas, stuff like that. All these tools, which is really cool. And then some of the areas they do certifications. They focus on like digital forensics, penetration testing and ethical hacking, cyber defense, industrial control systems, DevSecOps. So yeah, these are like, they also have like presentation and paper. Let's see. Oh, they have flyers and cheat sheets, presentations, benchmarking for the win, OWASP 10 tools and tactics. So OWASP, this is like a web-based like, tool. They have presentations. So all these presentations, like, these are people who do like a lot of work, and then they just decide like, I need to share with people like what I've been working on. So if you go to this presentation, you go through that, you learn a lot of things that somebody has been doing like for a very long time, summarized in one presentation. And good thing with these slides, this presentation, somewhere in that slide, you'll get like a contact of the person who is doing the presentation. So if you're interested like in that presentation, you can just like reach out like, hey, I was watching this presentation you made this day at SANS, and I was just wondering like there's this part I never understood. They will be happy to answer back and help, maybe like, send you some links and stuff like that. They have PDF, PowerPoint, YouTube channels. So all these resources you can use like to learn your way. Awesome. So that's for SANS. And the certification they get, you can get certified. You can find the course you want to get certified, or you can earn a degree from SANS. Awesome. And the next, we're going to be looking at the offensive security. Offensive security. Offensive security. Offensive security, these are the guys who maintain open source tool like Kali Linux and so many tools which they have on Kali Linux. I think they have like certifications they do. So the courses they offer. So they have courses on penetration testing with Kali Linux, offensive security wireless attack, inversion technique and breaching defense, advanced web attack and exploitation. Oh, I clicked on that. Okay, so this is one of the courses, like this is the course overview of, this is the web, advanced web attack. You can register for this course, you can enroll. So if you want to get like certified on a given course, you just go to offensive security and find like what you want, cracking the perimeter, courses and certification overview. They have security services, offensive security academy, all these resources. Like if you want, I believe they also have some free resources somewhere. They should have free resources. They have resources. They have like course bundles, events. You can join the mailing list so that you get like, they have Kali community. All this, like, joining communities will help you. And wait, they have like, there's a free course they have. Just a minute. There's a free course on Metasploit. Just a minute. I need to find that. Just, they have a free course. Just Google that. Metasploit. Yeah, so this is it. So this is being offered by Offensive Security. This is free. This is super free, like, how to use Metasploit all the way down. This is free. You can, no expiry date. You can, like, from introduction, they take you through how to use Metasploit, everything, requirements, file system, fundamentals, information gathering. They give you with everything, the command how to run and everything. So yeah, they also have free resources and they have labs and stuff like that. So they're always free resources, like almost everywhere. So this is Offensive Security. And then the next one, we look at the eCancel. eCancel. So eCancel also offers certification, especially like when it comes to ethical hacking. They have live challenges and stuff. Training videos, leaderboard, they have phishing simulation. They have that. So they offer certifications like, network defender, ethical hacker, ethical hacking master, intelligence analyst, incident handler, forensics investigator, secure computer user. So all these certifications, like, if you're interested, if you find like what you want is not being offered by one body, you can go to the other bodies. Also compare the prices if you want to get certified. So that's the beauty of, like, having all these bodies, like, offering different courses, like, for certification. So yeah, another body that offers that is ISC2, ISC2, and they also offer certifications. You can register and do exam online. They even have like free prep kits. So if you want to get like a preparation, they give you that. You can get training, classroom training, online instructor. You can even have like your own self-paced training. You can even join like a study group and talk to other people who are learning. Let's see, certification. So they have the CISP. They have like CCSP cloud security. So yeah, so if you're interested, like, based on what you want to get certified on, these are some of the bodies which offer such certifications. And of course, Cisco is known, like, for networking. And right now they have, like, some really cool cybersecurity trainings. Cisco has these Cisco academies, which is kind of like, cheaper. You can, if you can, like, join any academy like Cisco Academy. I think like there are lots of them right now in the country. I know several in Mombasa. And you get, like, once you join the academy, you get access to so many other free courses on your account, like on your portal. So you'll get, like, if you want to do programming in Python, you'll do that. If you want to get, like, fundamentals in cybersecurity, you'll get that for free. If you want to do, like, Cisco, like this, Cisco, we call it like CCNA. you'll get like that pathway. So those are some of the bodies like you can use for your training. So that being said, I welcome like, question that relates to what we did the presentation on or anything outside the scope of what we covered. If you have like, a question you think needs to be answered, I'll be happy to do that. Ruth, back to you.
Wow, thank you so much, Joab. That's a very great session today. And I can say maybe at some point it might be a lot. You've shared a lot of resources, a lot of platforms. Yeah, so at some point the coders, aspiring coders are taking notes. And also I think maybe by the time we have a second session on Saturday, we'll have more questions. But I will also take this time to welcome any question from any participant who has a question. Oh, great. Looks like there's no any question. Maybe I can just pose one question. Anyone who is bold enough to share with us what they've learned today, like what they have taken from today's session. You can put it on the chat. You can also unmute yourself. 1 minute. I'll just give 1 minute before we finalize. Anyone who like to share? Feel free to type on the chat, or any tool that you felt that is very interesting for you to pursue. Oh, I can see from our very own facilitator, also John, today she's really learned a lot. There are also amazing tools for practice. Let me read what she says. There are amazing tools for practice where one can get started on cybersecurity. Wow, that's fantastic of you. Our amazing facilitator and also one of the coordinators for this project. So yeah, so that's very, very important. I've also learned some of the tools that you can use. Yeah, and my favorite one was the hacker box, where before you are invited into being part of the community, you have to hack yourself, meaning you have to prove that you can learn and figure out things on your own before you are part of the community. Thank you so much, John, for sharing that. Yeah, so I'll close the session on a final note. Job, thank you so much for doing this session. We appreciate your time and also the opportunity you've taken to put all these resources together. I believe it's going to support more people be able to venture in cybersecurity. Yeah, so it's very important for us to go through the resources. If that's where your passion lies, you can always have Job as your mentor to support you. Yeah, so thank you so much, Joab. Oh,
You're
wow.
welcome.
Okay, I think before we finalize, there is a question. Will you mind to just stay for 1 minute and answer?
Definitely.
Oh, great. So Margaret is asking, how can someone position themselves for job internship opportunities using self-learning resources? This is the case where someone doesn't have a formal degree or professional certifications.
Awesome. So how can someone position themselves for job internship opportunities using self-learning resources? This is the case where someone doesn't have formal degree or profession. So I will talk specifically for cybersecurity, okay? So if you look back into cybersecurity, like history, most of those people, like, who are really good, they never went to school. They learned through doing. So there's this habit in cybersecurity, like InfoSec. So it's not about the degree, what you can do. So if you have like self-paced learning stuff, I encourage you to join these communities. Like, if you join a community, like whether you're on Discord, Slack, there are people like, they post jobs. And one good thing with the security jobs, the people who work, like, if we have like a head of security, they know exactly what they want. If you can prove to them that you can do that, then they don't much consider, like, whether you have a degree or not. So I know like most of the internship things, like they have this, you need to be enrolled, or like, in this school like that. So if you're into security, like self-paced, you self-taught and something like that, try to join these communities. Like, look on Twitter, like somebody who inspires you is in security, follow them, join these discussion forums, like try to volunteer maybe for these um, small events, conferences. That's how you create, like, network, and people will say, okay, we have seen, or do this CTF. So if you can do something you're self-taught, you good in CTF, join like a team. Your effort in that team, people will see, hey, this guy is really good, like he can do stuff. That's how you expose yourself. People see what you can do. So it's not like you really have to have a degree to get like a job. I don't know if that answers Margaret.
Yeah. Oh, wow. She says yes. Also, to add on that job as well. Also, I remember when I was still in the university, I got my job when I was still at third year. By that time, I'd not graduated, but this was regarding web development, because this is an area that I have specialized. And my boss did not even ask for my transcript. She just asked me, Ruth, show me some of the projects you've been able to do. I showed her, and I showed her how I was able to develop them. And right after showing the projects and the tools and the coding language I had used, she was able to hire me. She never even asked me even for my transcripts, because she knew I had not graduated. She didn't even ask me for my certificate. So I would like to encourage all of us, especially in the growing digital economy. If you are able to train yourself, you can be able to prove. And the good thing with technology, you can just share some of the projects you've done, or if there's some projects you can put on GitHub, just share. You can send someone, or an employer or a company, what you've been able to put on GitHub, and they're able to hire you. So just to encourage you, as Job has said, your skills is what will matter. You can even acquire up to PhD, but if you're not able to do whatever you're supposed to do in technology, have the practical skills, you might not easily get a job. For instance, you are given a job in hacking, you just know hacking in theory, you've never done it practical, and there's someone who's very good. He or she maybe reached high school and she's able to do a lot using code or using the skill she has. There's a higher chance that they're going to have that person than you. So I encourage all of us to be able to maximize on our skills, on having the real tech skills. They really help, especially in job employment, internship, not only in Kenya, even companies working abroad. Some might not even bother asking you your certificates, because at some point our education system does not train us what we expect in the real world. Yeah, so I think that's a very good question. And thank you, Margaret, for answering. And also thank you, Joab, for extending some time to be able to respond to the question. So let's meet on Saturday, 4 p.m. We're going to have a session with all the regions, Nakuru, Nairobi, Lamu, and Mombasa. And Job is going to explain to us more about hacking passwords, and you are also going to learn a lot from him. Yes, so I would like to end this session for now. And bye bye, everyone. You are free to leave at your own time.